Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm here with Paula Camarena, and she is with Pillar to Post Inspections. And so she's going to share with us a little bit about what it means to be a home inspector and how she protects home buyers and home sellers. So, Paula, before we get started, can you give us a little bit of a history on your background?
Sure. I'll tell you how I got started into this business. So back in 2013, I was finishing up my master's degree, and I knew that I always wanted to have my own business. So at that time, I was researching a lot of different businesses, and I was researching just anything and everything just to get a feel for what's out there and what I could grab onto as far as the business is concerned. I checked restaurants, salons, nail salons. I checked just about everything. I also asked friends, who are realtors, if they liked what they're doing. And of course, they said, yeah, they love it. And that was something I was looking into. Fast forward to like 2015, 2016. I have several properties, real estate properties, and finally sold those that I had with my ex-husband. We were both owners on them, so we sold all of them. I had some extra capital, and I really started to look even harder for a business because I wanted to move in that direction and becoming my own business owner. And so what I did is, in talking to a girlfriend of mine, I had asked her about home inspections. She asked me really about home inspections. She goes, realtor is nice, but have you ever thought about being a home inspector? And I thought, wow, that's a really good idea. So I looked more into it. I found Pillar to Post, interviewed with them for several months, and decided to take the plunge and invest the money that I made off of selling the properties that I had and buying this business. So that's where I put my money in this business. So that's kind of how I got started. And so far it's been a great ride. I love it. I love what I do. And so that's how I ended up here with you.
Well, great. I'm glad that you picked this field to go into because you've done a great job with my inspection. So appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So moving forward, as far as us as professionals, and we're licensed and everything, and we need to carry certain insurances, and one of those insurances is E&O, errors and emissions. So can you just explain what that is for everybody and how that protects you and your clients?
So errors and emission insurance is exactly what it says it is. It's errors and emissions. So when you actually go into a home, depending on the home and the price of the home, you can pretty much count that, these particular systems in a home are pretty hefty prices, like a roof, a foundation, structural, things like that. Those are all very, very expensive areas in a home. So errors and emission protects everybody. It protects the buyer, the seller, the real estate agents. If for some reason I were to miss something big in those areas, because they can be quite costly. And as you know, here in Southern California, specifically Orange County, like Beverly Hills area, the homes in those areas are well over $1 million. We are selling homes, as you know, you're selling in helping buyers buy homes anywhere from $500,000 to $3, $4, $5 million. It's not uncommon. And because of that, I carry $1 million worth of errors and emission insurance, which I feel is very important.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think that's a little above and beyond most inspectors, possibly, right?
Yeah, it is. A lot of them don't carry that amount of money in insurance, but I find that because of the price point that we have here in California, I think it's a necessity to carry that amount of insurance.
Well, great. That's good. Right now, during this coronavirus pandemic and quarantine, how are you protecting yourself and your clients when you go into the home?
That's a really good question, Irene. I think it's important that I understand and that everybody understands that I not only am inspecting a home, but I'm also concerned about the health of the house as far as, is it a healthy place to stay? So I want to make sure that I'm protected, that the client's protected, that the seller's protected, that we're all protected during this time. So I actually wear gloves and a mask. And then in addition to that, prior to the inspection, of course, I call and introduce myself. I also ask the buyer if there's anything in particular that they would like me to pay extra special attention to during the home inspection, as well as doing a follow-up call after the inspection. Right now, as you know, with COVID, no one really attends the inspections. Prior to COVID-19, everybody would encourage the buyers to attend the inspection. However, now with COVID-19, to protect the health of everybody, we just say, okay, usually the real estate agent will let me in the home, and then I will inspect it. And then I will send the report off to the client after the inspection is done. I will then schedule a Zoom meeting and go over the report, have a conversation with you, or just have a conference call with them, whatever is best for them. But it's important to be very nimble during this time, because you want to make sure that everybody feels comfortable. As you know, with purchases here in Orange County, when you're purchasing a house here, it's probably one of the largest purchases you'll make of your life. So it's very important to take these things seriously, and also the health of others.
Awesome. So what type of questions would you recommend a home buyer ask of their inspector when they're going to buy a home?
I would definitely ask how much E&O insurance they carry. I think that's going to say a lot about how important it is to them, and how serious they take their business. So how important it is to the inspector and how serious they take their business is going to show in the amount of insurance that they carry. And then also what affiliations and organizations that they are committed to. So just like real estate agents, you have to renew your license every couple of years, and you have studies that you have to do. Well, we have the same type of education that we need to follow up with. So every year we have to follow up with new education, new standards, new requirements, and we have to be up to speed on all of that. So it's important that a home inspector is affiliated with, like ASHI, the American Society of Home Inspectors, or CREA, which is the California Real Estate Association, Inspectors of California Real Estate Association. Those type of organizations, that's another thing you need to check into. And also go on their website and read their reviews. Do they have any reviews? Do they have a website? Get referrals, things like that. Those are always good things to ask. But you want to make sure that the inspector is actually being interested in you and what your needs are for your family, and what your concerns are for your family when purchasing a home.
Okay, that's great. So I know that during a home inspection, because I've seen you do it, you have a lot of gadgets that you work with. And so what are a couple of your favorite tools that you use, and why?
Yeah, my favorite tool is the thermal imaging camera. And I've been using that since the inception of my business, and I absolutely love it. The thermal imaging camera allows you to see things that you cannot see with the human eye, and it is based off of temperature readings. So if I look at electrical panel with a thermal imaging camera, I could actually see if there is too much current running through a particular circuit breaker. And the reason why you want to do that is because in a electrical panel, you can't actually touch it, because you'll get shocked, right? So you don't want to be touching the electrical panel too much. But the thermal imaging camera allows you to see if there's too much current going through a particular circuit breaker. And then I also use the thermal imaging camera in the bathroom, so around the tubs and sinks, as well as in the kitchen areas where you could find leaks, possible leaks, and that thermal imaging camera allows you to see that as well. So those are the two areas that I most commonly use them. But there has been other areas that I've used them in as well. Also, the other favorite tool that I like to use is my drone. That is used for roofs that I can't get on top of. So tile roofs, cement-based roofs, those type of roofs I generally don't get on top of, because I'm afraid I'm going to break a tile or something to that effect. And I really don't want to do that and make the roof, bad or anything like that. So the drone actually gives me the ability to see on top of the roof, and just with another pair of eyes. that type of thing. Those are my two favorite tools that I use. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, no problem. That drone, I'm sure, came in very, very handy. So, but I can imagine you're trying to walk on those tile roofs and be really careful. And I'm sure years past, many of them have been broken by people walking on them. So
That's right. That's
yeah,
right.
so that's perfect. So, um, what what is your favorite part about being a home inspector?
Um, I think the thing that I really loved about this business is the fact that I still interact with people. And then because I do love people. And then I also get to stimulate my brain with all of the different systems and all the different areas that I need to study constantly on a regular basis. So that challenges me and stimulates my brain area, which I absolutely love to do that as well. And then in addition to that, the physical stimulation, which is crawling under a house or getting into the attic and things like that. I think that challenges me. So it kind of forces me to stay somewhat in shape and to, be conscientious about, staying in shape. So I love that, the variety. And then every house that I get into is different. Every house I inspect is different. So they all have their own little challenges or their own things that I've never seen before. So that's always nice. So my job is never routine. It's always different.
Talking about things that you've never seen before, can you think of something off the top of your head that was just really strange or out there or surprising,
Well, I found an old Christmas tree in an attic, and it was a live Christmas tree. So, and of course, all of the branches were off it, and it was sitting in there. And I thought, wow, someone really had to make the effort of pulling this up into the attic and then leaving it there. And talk about a fire hazard, right? So it's just
Right.
like this needs to come down. But I would have never in a million. I mean, somebody had to make the effort to stick that in the attic, and that's a lot of work to put a Christmas tree in an attic.
I
So that was the most interesting, bizarre thing I've seen in a house was that in an attic.
That's
Yeah.
crazy because it's so much harder to pull it up into the attic as opposed to putting it on the street, right?
Right. That's why I was like, who did this? This is interesting.
Maybe they kept it in their house and it was like July or August and they were too embarrassed to put it in the street at that time.
Maybe. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
That's funny. So, what any other advice or anything that you can think of to give to maybe a first-time home buyer that's
Absolutely. So definitely when you're looking for a home inspector, make sure that they have an affiliation, right, with an organization
right.
that, supports home inspections, right? Make sure that they have some sort of certifications. Make sure that they have the E&O insurance. Again, look at their reviews, check them out, make sure they're legitimate, make sure that they take their business seriously. You know, Go to their website, read about them, read what their passions are, read why they got into the business, see if they take their business seriously. If they do, they're going to do a good job for you.
Awesome. All right. Well, I do want to say that your little pamphlet that you have with the pricing in it for the average cost of different repairs for different parts of the home, it's fantastic. I use it in a little packet that I give to my buyers. I put it in there with uh, the home warranty information and insurance information in your little packet, and they love it. They just love it. I do let them know it's not set in stone, those prices, but at least it gives them a little bit of a general idea of what to expect should some of these items come up in your inspection. So yeah, it's a fabulous tool. I love it. I've
Yeah.
never seen any other inspector that I've used. They've never had anything like that. So it's very helpful.
Yeah. Great planning tool, right?
Absolutely. It's fantastic. Great idea. So
Thank you.
so anyway, thank you very much, Paula. I really appreciate your time. And if you could please give your information in case people want to get a hold of you. So I'm
Sure. You can reach me at 408-656-8053. That is my cell number. I've had it since forever. And that number again is 408-656-8053. Call me anytime with any questions that you might have. Thank you.
Yeah, I wanted to just mention that it's not, you're not just for realtors to hire, but people in general, homeowners, public can call you if they feel the need, like they need to, or they want to have their home inspected for whatever reason. They can just call you direct. So
Absolutely. Yep. Give me a call. I'll be happy to help you.
awesome. Thank you so much. And everybody, thank you very much. My name is Irene Villalobos. I am a real estate broker associate, and I've been in the business for about 20 years with combined mortgage experience as well. So I'm here for you if you have any questions regarding the market, or you would like to get an evaluation on your home, or just general questions. Please feel free to give me a call, and you can reach me at 949-307-1814. Again, thanks for joining us, everybody. And thank you again, Paula.
Thank you. Bye.
Take care. Bye, everybody.